everybody. Hello.
I guess we're doing it now, huh?
Yeah, we're doing it now.
I said, can you give him a minute? He's eating carrots.
He's fine.
He's eating some healthy. That's good.
I know, but he doesn't like eating on the camera.
No, it's the bananas.
Yeah, carrots are
Carrots
fine.
are okay.
It's the bananas, yeah. You always got to break them up and eat them. I know, I'm the same. I won't do it. I don't want anybody looking at me.
The other day, so I'm standing in the hallway. They're like, oh, that's right.
Well, because it's not like, look, it's stupid, right? But you know that somebody is going to make a joke. I don't want to, whatever.
Can they leave comments underneath our videos? Can they leave comments?
I don't know. On YouTube, maybe they can. I don't know. I've
never gone back and looked at what we even look like.
I'm too busy. I will say, I got to be honest, we have a guest that's joining us here in just a couple of minutes, and I'm wicked excited about it. I mean, I'm really excited about talking to this guy.
I'm going to tell you some key points.
Tell him the story.
This guy grew up on thick doses of Superman, Batman, X-Men, Doctor Who, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, Star Trek, and Godzilla. So I'm guessing it's somebody that Roadkill would be like, yeah. Nope, it's Greg. The kid that lives in his basement probably watching Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, all the things you hate in life.
All the things I tease Roadkill about in life.
Yeah,
I don't hate this stuff.
This is very
just tease
interesting.
him.
I went and looked at the guy's website, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Stuff I know about this and that. And I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
Jeremy Robinson is his name. He used to live in New Hampshire for a long time. He was born in Massachusetts, and I thought we connected a long time ago. I think he wrote us a thing about Linda Helping Cannon. We weren't able to do anything, but he's an author, a lot of science fiction books, and I read a book of his called Sentinel, and it was about a whaling ship that crashed in Iceland. And I had just gotten back from Iceland, so I'm like, great, I want to read about that. And it was a zombie book, and it was awesome. And there was 3 of them, and I read them all. And then, I
listened to them all.
Yeah, I listened to them all. I listened to them on tape. Same thing to me. Anyway, and then I fell into this book series called Good Boys, which might be the best 3-book series I've ever read. It was funny. It was enjoyable the whole way through. It was very sci-fi, but also awesome I don't want to give anything away. And then I'm like really excited about the guy. So I look on Facebook, and turns out we're friends. And so I shoot him a note.
You didn't even know your friends.
No, I thought we were, but it had been a long time. It had been like 15 years. And so I shot him a note, and he's like, dude, yeah, I listen to you all the time when I lived there. I don't think he
Probably
lives
has
here
a
anymore.
radio in
It
his mom
says
and
in
dad's
the
basement.
wiki that he does.
I
Yeah, it
don't know.
lives in New
I don't know.
Hampshire.
He said he used to listen to us all the time. But anyway,
Stopped when.
so
Probably when you dissed him.
yeah, probably you can find out that.
He's
Find
a
that
big
out.
Stern fan.
He's going to be joining us via Zoom. That's why you see me. If you're watching this on TV, you're going to see us on the thing, the Zoom. Let me get rid of that until he calls. Okay, that way you don't have to look at it. But anyway, so Jeremy Robinson is going to be joining us in just a couple minutes. He's going to be coming up to New Hampshire this weekend, March 7th. He's going to be at Jetpack Comics, a store that I've been to in Rochester, and then he's going to do Double Midnight. I know. I've been to Double Midnight in Manchester. He's going to be at Double Midnight in Manchester on the 15th. So there you go.
But our boy's growing up.
I'm not a comic book guy.
I know you're not.
But it doesn't mean I'm not interested in other things.
Because you don't live in your mom and dad's basement.
Coffee drinkers looking to reduce the caffeine, Greg found this decaf and half-calf blend of coffee at Savarista. Savarista Coffee offers premium craft decaf and half-calf blends with bold flavors, ethically sourced beans, and natural decaffeination. Even better, Greg got you 25% off with code BUZZ at checkout at Savarista.com, or just click the Savarista link at the deals page at morningbuzz.com.
Hey, it's Roadkill, excited to make sure you know about the Buzz Plus. Tons of exclusive features. It's just $4.99 a month, including the only place to watch or listen to Greg and the Morning Buzz commercial-free every day. Sign up today at morningbuzz.com.
The best place to get all your tax filing done this year is efile.com. We have a link at the deals page at morningbuzz.com where you can get 20% off if you e-file your IRS taxes. E-file makes filing individual federal and state returns easy. Go to morningbuzz.com/deals for 20% off when you e-file with efile.com.
It's The Buzz 24/7 at morningbuzz.com.
This is unbelievable.
Now that's what's up.
All right, let's see if this works.
Check.
No, it's all good.
Check.
All right, so Jeremy Robinson is going to join us. He's got a brand new book out called 30, the number 30, and then spelled the word 7. I just started listening to it last night. I do books on tape, and I'm already a fan. UFOs at a campsite in Maine. I love books that include New England. That's why one of the things I loved about Stephen King.
It's neat to see that.
Yeah.
And read about that, and like, oh,
places that
what's he
you've been
doing
to.
there?
Yeah, places that you've been to and stuff. Jeremy's got he's written over 70 books. There's differing numbers. Some say over 61, and some say 70. He's done everything from comics to, I think, graphic novels. You have to ask him about that,
I think
Scotty.
he said he wrote some screenplays. Is
Yeah.
that how he started?
He even has his own fest. I don't know anybody. I guess Boys Fest now.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's Boys Bash.
Oh,
but-
Boys Bash, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Bash and a Fest. They're
Yeah,
both
I mean-
important things. But he had Robinson Fest, I guess back in 2015, 11 years ago, back in Portsmouth. And the books are thoroughly enjoyable. And I'm not a big sci-fi guy, but the character development is phenomenal. And the stories are great. So, anyway, Scotty, I think you would like them. I think you would like them.
I mean, Laura just ran through what he grew up on,
Yeah.
and out of like 7 of those things, 5 of them are on my body.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Hey,
true.
you should show him all your artwork somehow.
Yeah. So he'll be joining us here in a couple of minutes, and it is I don't know if it's a turnabout. I largely joke about comic books because I tease Scotty because that's what we do.
Yeah.
But I mean I get it. I know why people like them. I
A lot
just
of times,
I don't do
sometimes
them.
it's what we grew up with, and
Yeah.
we were lucky enough that we didn't say, I'm going to forget about it. We remember our childhood and what we watched,
Right.
what we enjoyed.
Dude, I love Superman. I'm the one who said Superman. Don't put anybody in a fight against Superman. He wins every time. He threw a train into space, for Christ's sake.
I'm more into sci-fi.
Yeah.
Than I am the comic book movies. You were right. It definitely, we got a bit too many. But he grew up with Doctor Who, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, Star Trek, Godzilla, all that stuff.
I read the trilogy of books called The Good Boys, and I didn't know anything about it, and I read it because it said aliens landed in Franconia Notch in New Hampshire. So that's why I picked up the book, and I listened to it on tape. And little did I know there was a surprise like 2 or 3 chapters in that revealed something that made me just go, oh my God, I freaking absolutely love this. I've never been so surprised in a book as I was by then. And Jeremy's going to join us here. Let me switch this over here, switch that there. I think, yeah, there we go. We got you. Can you hear me, Jeremy?
I can.
How you doing?
Good. It's last week has been a whirlwind, man.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on. So we got Greg, we got Laura, we got Roadkill and Kelly here. I think you might be able to only see me. So they're teasing me. I just want you to know. They're teasing me.
Okay.
Because I've teased Roadkill about comic books and science fiction for years.
Right.
Okay.
I have a few questions for you, Jeremy. Now, in some of the things that Greg. So I'm guessing you still live in your mom and dad's basement.
I don't say that.
I think Greg has said that many of times. Anybody that likes the same show Scotty does.
Yeah. I guess downstairs there's still paneling, and you've never kissed a girl.
Yeah, I never said.
According to Greg, those are some of the things that us nerdy people do. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know how I ended up with 3 kids.
Yeah, I know. Scotty's a ball breaker, right? So I got to give it back to him, and so that's how I did. I want to start with this. We've talked about you coming to New Hampshire, at Jetpack and your appearance at Double Midnight Comics. I might show up. I might show up because I would love to meet you. Because I got to tell you, I just finished The Good Boys and I listened to it on Audible because I'm a subscriber. And I don't know as though I've ever enjoyed a trilogy of books. I'm being 100% honest with you, like I enjoyed those. What a story. What an amazing story.
Yeah, it was really fun to write. It was kind of like every now and then I write really dark novels, and then I have to like lighten the load a little bit and have some fun.
Right.
And that's what that was. Good Boys 1 was supposed to be a standalone, but I was having so much fun, I turned it into a trilogy.
So I want to tell people about it, but I don't want to reveal it because I think it was the third chapter where you kind of like, oh my God. And it made the book so much fun to listen to. And I was thinking about as I read The Sentinel too. I love that as well. I love the local references, but what I'm amazed at is how you conceive characters, let alone the outlandish and fantastical situations that they do. And I think about Stephen King, and I think about how people always ask him, "How do you come up with that?" And I would ask you the same question because so detailed in every.
I don't know what his answer is.
Yeah.
But mine is they kind of just live in my head. I don't know if it's normal for writers or not, but I could go back into any of my characters. I could just hop back 20 novels ago, and that character is still alive in my brain.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm autistic.
Yeah.
That might be part of it. But yeah, they're alive in there, and I just kind of let them out onto the page. I don't plan any of my novels. I just sit down and write.
Are you, when you say you sit down and write, do you set the time aside, or when it hits you, you gotta get pen and paper?
No, I am disciplined about it. I'm 9 to 5. I'm not necessarily writing from 9 to 5 because I have a whole lot of other things that I need to do. But I definitely write a chapter every day.
Are you actually writing or are you typing everything out? Because some people, I like to write, and I feel more accomplished when I'm actually pen to paper than I do when I'm typing.
Yeah, I am horrible at handwriting, so
Yeah.
it would be illegible.
There was a time when I could write and you could read it, and now not even close. I won't even try now. If I had to write, like I struggle writing names and phone numbers. I wanted to ask. So 70 books, is that the title? Is that the number now?
I'm almost at 100.
Jesus, I mean, you can't even. The bios can't even keep up with you.
Yeah, I know. We have to update it like every year.
That's crazy. Kelly, what do you want to know?
When did you know, Jeremy, that you wanted to be a writer, that you were going to be a writer?
Yeah, that's a good question. I started out as an artist. For the first 20 years of my life, that's what I was. I went to art school, did really well in art school. I wanted to be a comic book artist. I started pursuing that. And around that time, kind of had an epiphany that all of my art was about writing. Or not about writing, about storytelling. So that kind of gave me the idea that, well, maybe I should try doing stories in another format rather than just the visual. So I started writing, and it just kind of took off. I realized that doing art for work wasn't as fun, but doing writing for work was. So I kind of kept most of the art to myself, and then just kept on writing.
Jeremy, by the way, if you want to meet him, like I said, he's going to be at Jetpack Comics in Rochester this Saturday, March 7th, and then on the 5th. I don't know what the time is on that one, Jeremy.
3, I want to say to 8, but that's really long, so maybe not.
I'm warning you.
It's 3 to 8.
Yeah. I'm warning you right now, Jeremy. The Rochester area, they love their comic books. Okay,
I know.
So you're minutes from my house. I might make Greg jealous and just go and if he's not there, get a picture with you and wave.
Dude, oh Jesus, dude! I almost hit Thor with my own car during comic book days because he ran out in the middle of the street. And he's going to be at Double Midnight Comics on next Saturday, the 14th, from 12 to 2. I'm not kidding when I tell you. I want to come by and say hi to you because in the time that I've been listening to the books, and is it okay that I listen to them? Is that all right?
Yes, I honestly have been writing for audio recently. The narrators get into my head, and then I kind of write for their voice.
It leads to another question I was going to ask about that because I find it easier to listen to books while I drive. It keeps me awake, and I feel like I take it in more because I'm so used to an audio medium, right? So when you wrote the Good Boys, the voice actor who did it was three-namer, right?
Tom Taylorson.
Unbelievable how he did it all. Like sometimes it takes 7. This guy did more voices than anybody I've ever heard.
Yeah, are you obviously you have do you know exactly whose voice going into it? Like, did you know this guy before, or were you like, I'm going to
No.
pick this one after? Yeah.
I usually do work with a few of the same narrators. Usually it's R.C. Bray. But for Good Boys, we wanted to try someone different. And Tom was one of a few auditions that I listened to. And as soon as I heard him, I was like, all right, this is the guy.
Oh my
This
God.
guy can do it.
Sure.
And he was amazing.
I love it. Hilarious. And Scott Brick, I'm listening to, I say reading, but 37, I just started.
Yeah.
And Scott Brick is
Not as funny.
No, I know it's not going to be as funny. I know that. I know. Go ahead, Roadkill.
Jeremy, me and you, we sit next to each other on a plane. We introduce ourselves, and I'm like, oh, what book of yours should I check out first?
I almost always ask, well, what do you like to read, or what movies do you like? Because I have
sci-fi
such
guy.
a wide range.
Yep.
He's a sci-fi guy.
Yeah, I would say right now I would say Artifact.
Okay.
Is that the predecessor of 37? Because it shows up in a row with that one. Should I read that one first?
Yeah. Nope. Artifact, 37, and the next one, Parallax, all take place in the same literary universe. So there's common references between them, but they do not overlap at all.
How do you make each book different? Like with so many characters, so many books, so much work, how do you try to make one character different from maybe characters you've had in other books?
I don't know. I don't really try. It usually just happens.
Yeah.
Some fans who have been around for a long time like to point out phrases that I use in every book.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I think the characters are pretty unique.
Yeah.
I try to give them different jobs, different ages, things like that.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you sound like a very nice guy. Have you ever thought about going, and finding people in your past who called you a nerd and maybe made you feel bad about yourself and going, yeah, look at me now, jackass?
I have felt like that sometimes. Yeah. I believe I did a Facebook post about it once.
Nice.
Did you? So we were we were talking, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I guess we've been Facebook friends for a while. I don't know. At some point, I think you reached out to us, didn't you? Or am I wrong?
I think so. Probably a while ago.
A
friend of mine, Stan, I think reached out to you on my behalf, actually.
And it was about some books for our charity auction, and we were already full, right?
Right.
That's what it was. Boy, do I regret the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Stan Hope?
I'm not sure who it was. I don't know. But yeah, I'm such a fan, and it's your story is amazing. Now you started. They even had Robinson Fest. I mean, the guy's got a fest named after him. Started in Portsmouth. Now, we worked in Portsmouth for a long time. Now we're out of Manchester. Yep. Are you still a New Hampshire guy or no? Did you move?
I am.
You are?
I'm in New Hampshire. Yep.
Oh, dude.
I don't think I'll be going anywhere.
Okay. All right.
I like it here. I grew up in Mass, but I converted to New Hampshire 30 years ago.
When I read the description for Sentinel, I had just gotten back from Iceland. So I'm like, I'm reading this. And then when I read Good Boys, I'm like, Franconia, a UFO landed in Franconia, and now with 37, it's UFOs in Maine, and I draw parallels to Stephen King, which is a high compliment, for me. But the fact that localisms, to me, I look for them. You know what I mean? And I appreciate them, and you kind of incorporate home into it.
Yeah, and I try and be accurate about locations and things like that when I do.
Yeah.
I've read some Stephen King's where he mentions Rochester,
and
then he mentions certain things in Rochester, and I'm like, none of that's real. That's not there. That's the wrong street.
That's the wrong street.
Dude,
I love it.
I was reading The Shining, and I said, Somersworth. I'm a Somersworth guy, and I'm like, holy shit, he made it to my hometown. I did want to ask because especially with the Good Boys, because honestly, I cannot say I give it a 10 out of 10. That's how much I honestly loved it.
Thank you.
I think of, can that be made into a movie? It's so good. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Would it?
I
And you wrote something about it.
Right now, I think the director that could pull it off is James Gunn.
Yeah.
Because he has done like Rocket Raccoon and Crypto and Superman. And he's really good at kind of giving life and character to animals.
Yeah.
But he also is a dog lover. So he's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you might have to break it down for Greg because, he makes fun of comic book people, may not know who those people are. So I just want to remind Greg about how he used to put down the comic book nerdy community every once in a while.
Guilty as charged. I did. Jeremy, you've heard the show before, right? You've heard, right?
Yep.
You told me that. So he breaks my balls 24/7. So I don't like beating up on people. But sometimes I gotta fight back, Yep. But I will tell you, the book affected me so much when I've been with my dog and playing around with my dog. I say, "Love Daisy." I'm stealing it right out of the characters. Love Daisy. There are so many things about it that you have to be a dog lover to write that book, The Good Boys.
Yeah, and Grover is real, by the way. Grover is my golden retriever.
Nice.
So he was a puppy when I started writing those, and he was by my side in the office the whole time. So it was really cool.
Over 100 books. What was the hardest? What took the longest? Was there and are there books that you've written, Jeremy, that took years?
No.
Nice.
No, my longest 3 months.
Really?
Shortest 20 days.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, insane. I couldn't do that now.
Yeah.
But
You have 3 kids.
20 days. And I think it was 25 days for Project Nemesis, which is now being made into a TV series with Chad Stahelski directed John Wick and Sony Pictures Television. So, yeah, I do them quick, but that doesn't mean they're bad.
No, I get you. I get you. Go ahead, Kelly.
Well, what are your interests outside of all your work? Like, are you a Celtics fan, Red Sox? What do
He's
you
wearing
do?
a Red Sox hat.
All right. Well, there we go.
I am. I wear the Red Sox hat because it reminds me of home in Boston.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily watch baseball that much.
Right.
But outside of what I do, I mean, most of what I do is my hobbies. So that's really cool. I play the drums, play the guitar. Not super well on both, but I do it every day.
Neither is Scotty. Neither is Roadkill. He plays the drums.
It's, music and writing and art is, everything creative, really.
Let me ask this, because I was talking with someone yesterday. I do photography, and when you start anything that is what could be considered as art by some, and I struggle with that term because I don't know if I qualify to use it. I don't know. But I guess if you create something, then you do, right? When you first do that and you put it out there, it's a risk, right? And what kind of nerves have you had when you first put something out there into the stratosphere that's something, characters and a story that you created? How hard was that?
Yeah, it is kind of nerve-wracking every time. Right now, today, actually, my first comic book comes out. It's called Nectar. And it kind of caught fire 2 weeks ago before it came out, and it sold out its first print run already. And so we're already doing a second print run, and it's selling on eBay sometimes for $250 for one copy, unsigned.
Wow.
And no one has read it yet. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure today.
Wow.
That I really hope people love it.
How does it catch fire when it's not even out?
Yeah,
it
putting it on
I don't
eBay.
know.
Reviews? I mean, has people been
Nobody's read
reviewing
it.
it?
Or have people reviewed
There
it?
has been some good positive reviews from advanced reviewers. We did get a lot of really good blurbs from well-known comic book people. But really, this does not happen in novel writing. Like, you don't buy a novel and like hang on to it and then resell it for $200. You give it to Annie's Bookstop when you're done. Like,
Right.
totally different.
So where now? So you started in Portsmouth, yeah? Or that's where they had the first Robinson Fest, but like where?
Yeah, that's where
you started.
I'm. Robinson Fest. Yes.
Okay.
I don't live in Portsmouth.
Right. Okay. All right. Are you an up north guy? I don't want to ask your address. If you want to email it to me.
We're going to stalk you.
No shit.
I'm your neighbor.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's great.
I'm Roadkill's neighbor. I think.
Okay. All right. Okay. There you go. I get it.
nice.
That's good. God, I'm so sorry it took me this long. I am so sorry. And I'm being serious. I am so sorry it took me this long.
Because you thought you were a real nerd.
Yeah.
And
No,
he
I
doesn't
didn't.
like
No, I
rogue kill
didn't.
people.
No, that's not true.
When Laura was going through the description of things that you enjoyed when you were growing up, Laura goes, "You're going to love this guy because I have 5 of the 7 tattooed on my body of
On
the
his
things:
body.
Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek. Yeah.
But you know what? If anything, and if anything, like I always tease roadkill about that stuff. That is absolutely true. But I'm a testament to trying new things. That's you know what I mean. Even though it's not anything I've done before. I've read some science fiction books before, and I did enjoy them. But it wasn't my lane, I guess. But you know, here I am now at 64, and you know, these books, man, took me away. Just took me away, which is what I want a book to do. And when you finish, it's like a relationship ends, you know?
I know.
Right? Do you feel the same way as a writer as you do a reader?
Sometimes. If I have finished a novel well, I feel like I finished The Good Boys well. And so for that, feels like a good resolution for me, and I feel at peace with it.
Yeah.
I think it's different for readers. I've been getting a lot of messages from people wanting more Good Boys.
Yeah.
But it finished so well. If I restarted that, I don't think it could go as well as it did the first time through.
Yeah.
So for me, it's easier to separate.
I think that is wise to be aware of that, and I would agree, because it was such a. I look at, like, I tell Laura, she's watching Breaking Bad, and I'm like, all right, so that
I was a little
show
behind.
to me had, I know that's okay, me too. Had a perfect.
I haven't watched it.
That's okay, but that show had a perfect arc, right?
Yeah.
It peaked at the right time, and it ended very satisfactorily. And it was a perfect arc. I think The Sopranos got a little bit lost sometimes along the way, but I think with Good Boys, it's a perfect arc. I wouldn't.
Right.
That's, as a fan, and I am a fan of it. I'm good. Yeah. But no, I love it. So you got a series in the works, and you're talking about movies. And how many? Because you're so prolific. How many books are in the can, so to speak? I gotta think that you've got things
that have already been written and coming out. There's 2.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a 3rd right now. So there's usually 2 in the can, but there's also 5 comic book series that are in the can.
Are you just unable to stop your brain from thinking about this stuff? Wow.
Yeah, if I'm not writing or creating in some form or fashion, then I'm like depressed and anxious.
Yeah, I get it.
It's kind of like I have to do it. And I've been like that my whole life.
Yeah. I only got that way later in life, you know, after I picked up the camera, because of, you know, as a result of something else, that I turned to the camera to, you know, for peace. And but I get it, because if I don't do it, then I'm like, I'm antsy, I'm cranky, you know. It's where I need to breathe, and you breathe by writing, you know. Yeah, I'm thrilled to finally get a chance to on you. I'm sorry it took so long. I don't know. You know,
that's great.
Yeah, I know.
Great to be here.
I know, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'll be reading. And 37 is the name of the new book. It's the number 30, and then the word 7. And you can see him Saturday at Jetpack Comics in Rochester. It's right in the downtown. You can go to, like, Revolution.
Yeah, go get
next
yourself
door.
a pizza at Revolution.
My next door, my nephew TJ is one of the chefs at Revolution, you know, right there in town. And then you can go to Double Midnight Comics next Saturday on the 14th, and that's going to be noon to 2.
It's across from the bowling alley, so you can go bowling after.
Of course.
Nice.
So you're going to be signing? Is that to celebrate 37, or is that the comic book?
It's the comic book.
Okay.
And if you are interested in getting the comic book, I suggest getting it today, because it has sold out pretty much everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get it from your local store, you need to get it today, or it will be gone.
Okay. All right. So if I show up at Jetpack, you know,
That's if they let you in.
I'll be the guy without my shirt on. You know what I mean? Going, Jeremy, I'm the biggest fan.
You're gonna make me sign your chest?
No. It's just I'm really happy to get a chance to talk to you, and just really enjoyed the hell out of, you know, what I've read so far, and I'm gonna keep following you and reading you. So I hope everybody else does too, because if you like good stories that take you away from where you're at, the 2 that I've read, and they got to be indicative of what else is out there, you know, are really enjoyable. So really, I appreciate you, and let's stay in touch, and let us know if you're going to be around and doing stuff, and when you got new stuff coming out, we'll definitely touch base with you.
Cool.
You good?
Yeah, come out and see me.
I will, dude. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Just keep on your shirt, Greg.
No, I will. All right, Jeremy. Thank you so much for joining us, man. All the best to you.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you for the work you've done too. Really appreciate it. All right, you got it, Jeremy Robinson, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna keep going here for a second. We're gonna leave some of you, and then the Buzz Plus people. We are gonna come back for a second one coming up in just a little bit. But we're gonna let Jeremy go, and then we're gonna come back in just a little bit. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't even know what the hell's that on there. Jesus. All right, there you go. We're coming right back with more with the Buzz Plus. Stick around. Hey folks, it's Greg. You know, I love talking about businesses I enjoy and products that I use. And if you want to work together with me, then go to morningbuzz.com and hit the advertise link and find out how I can help people find your business. What do you say? Let's do it.
Looking for a game-changing way to improve your health? ZevaLife is packed with over 50% plant protein, essential amino acids, fiber, and antioxidants. Just 1 teaspoon a day supports your gut, boosts energy, and promotes healthier skin and hair. Ready to feel the difference? Visit Zevo.life and start your journey today with a 30-day risk-free guarantee. Buzz listeners get 30% off with code BUZZ at morningbuzz.com/deals or at Zevo.life.